Welcome back. So last week we were successfully completed a profit and loss statement. This week we are still using this profit and loss statement table to explain further concepts in Excel. Let me first go to the formula view of this statement. Maybe you have noticed that the cost of goods sold here in percent equals to B3 over B2, and the next one, gross margin in percent, it equals to B4 over B2. So in this column, everything is expressed in a very similar structure. That's one cell to the left of it, say C3 is this cell. So if you go to the left of it, that's the B3. Okay? The cell reference to the left of the current cell over a constant cell, which is the net cell in dollars. So let's see what we would do. Say we will know how to calculate cost of goods sold. Okay? It's cost of goods sold in dollars over net sales in dollars. Okay? What if we would like to copy this? Let me delete those formulas here. Okay? What if I would like to copy the cost of goods sold in percent formula down to gross margin, operating expenses, and profit or loss? Okay. A way to do it is simply do a copy. I can use my keyboard to do copy and paste. Control plus C. If you're using a Mac, that would be Command plus C. And I use my keyboard again, Control plus V, to paste this cell. Okay. If you're using Mac, that will be Command plus V. Well, you've noticed that now we are having a percent number which is much larger than 100%. This doesn't make sense. So if we switch back to the formula view, you can see that instead of doing B4 over B2, which is a constant cell, net cell, it's copying the structure of the above. It's copying the relative position. Say here, if we're using B3 over B2, that means it is a cell to the left of it and a cell that is to the left and to the upper side of it. That's a relative position. So if I copy C3, cost of goods sold in percent, down to the gross margin, it would automatically switch to the relative position if we're using C4 as the reference cell. So it uses a cell that's to the left of it and to the left and upper side of it. Okay, the diagonal side of it. But this is not what we want. We would like to put a B4, which is good. It automatically recognizes that I will use gross margin here. But instead of using cost of goods sold, we're trying to put net sales here. Okay? So a way is to change B3 to B2 manually. Okay. Or what we can do is, I would like to fix this cell. How to do it? So a way to fix a position in Excel spreadsheet would be using the dollar sign. I can use the dollar sign on my keyboard. And when I type B $2, it tells Excel that I don't care about the relative position of the columns, but I do care about which row I use. So that's the reason I put a dollar sign in front of number 2, which is the row column. Let's see what would happen if I copy this down. Okay. A second way to copy and paste this cell is just to put your mouse over the corner of this cell, and when you see a sign, a plus sign, you just drag this plus sign down using your mouse and drag down or drag to the right or drag to any position that you want. Well, in this case we are dragging it down to say, well, now we have a new formula in C4, and Excel knows that I would like to fix the row which is the next sales row. So let me go back to show you the results. Now it shows us the correct results of gross margin in %. If you are not sure whether you would like to secure the column number or the row number, a safer way would be you are using dollar signs both places. Say put a dollar sign in front of B, the column number, and also in front of 2, the row number. And we can drag this down. Well, it will just fill the rest of the cells for me. You may see that since we do not use any dollar signs here, Excel recognizes that we would like a relative position. Instead of using B3 all the way down, it changes from B3 to B4 to B5 to B6, which is a cell to the left of the current cell. So I hope this explains well when to use the dollar sign, when to fix, say, a cell in a formula. Thanks for watching.